Oh, it just smells like chocolate. So good. Hey everyone, my name is Lauren Gaw and this is Life Above the Clouds, your guide to elevated eating with a new cannabis recipe every week. This week, we are making Oreos, but they're better than Oreos because first of all, they're cannabis infused, and second of all, we're making them with cream cheese filling. And you guys know how much I love cream cheese frosting. Cream cheese frosting is life. So first we are going to make our cookies. We are going to start by beating together our butter and sugar. Once that's nice and fluffy, we are going to sift in our cocoa powder. Normally, I don't like to take the extra step of sifting in my dry ingredients, which I know you are supposed to and you will have a better finished product, but sometimes those little lumps don't bother me in the end. But for these cookies, we are rolling them out and we want them to be nice and smooth, so we don't want any lumps in anything. So we are going to sift in our cocoa powder. Then we're going to add our salt and vanilla extract and beat in our eggs. Once that is mixed in, go ahead and sift in your flour. I'm using 2 cups of flour in this recipe, but you might need a little bit less or even a little bit more. We are looking for a really dry, stiff dough that is kind of the consistency of Play-Doh. Once our dough is formed, we're going to roll it out really thin, about 1/8 of an inch. If your dough is a little too pliable or if it's a really hot day, go ahead and chill your dough for about 15 minutes so it makes it easier to work with. Now we are going to cut out our cookies. My smallest cookie cutter is 2.5 inches, so I ended up with some really awesome giant Oreos. But if you want something closer to the size of an actual Oreo, then you want to use a 2-inch cookie cutter. Of course, if you don't have a cookie cutter, you can use any kind of glass, like a cup or a champagne glass, anything that has a nice thin rim. Gently transfer your cookies onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and then bake those at 350 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes or until the cookies are done baking. Because they are already dark brown, it is hard to see if they are done. So go ahead and poke them a little bit. They should be matte on top and pretty firm to the touch. While those are baking, we are going to mix together our filling. I am starting with 6 ounces of cream cheese and beating it until it is nice and smooth. Of course, if you don't want cream cheese for your filling, you can also just use butter. Now I'm just going to gradually mix in my powdered sugar and then add my vanilla extract and salt. Finally, I'm going to pour over 2 tablespoons of melted cannabis butter. I'm using melted cannabis butter because it is a lot easier to evenly distribute the cannabis butter in your filling. If you're using solid butter, you have to make sure that you mix it really, really well to make sure that all of your pieces are the exact same dosage. Finally, our cookies are done baking and they are completely cool, and we are going to put together our Oreos. I like to match up my cookies so that when I form my cookie sandwich, both of the cookies are about the same shape and size. That's an extra step that you obviously don't have to take if you don't care. And then I am using my trusty scoop to make sure that all of my cookies have the same amount of filling. Then just sandwich the second cookie on top and gently press it down so that the filling reaches the edges. Here is my finished cannabis infused cream cheese Oreo. You can see how much bigger it is than a regular Oreo, which is pretty great if you ask me. I always say that ice cream is my favorite dessert, but really cream cheese frosting might be my favorite dessert. The cream cheese filling in these just makes them a million times better than a regular Oreo. Now, if you make these Oreos ahead of time, the cream cheese filling in the middle is actually going to make the cookies lose their crispiness. So if you are taking them to a party or something, just leave them separate and then wait till the last minute before you put your cookie sandwiches together. But honestly, they're still good if they're soft cookies. It still tastes amazing. I hope you liked this episode of Life Above the Clouds. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and give this video a thumbs up and share it with all of your friends. And if you guys ever want to help out by sending over a cup of sugar or a bag of flour, go check out my Patreon page where you can get access to recipe sneak peeks, behind the scenes footage, all kinds of fun stuff. There is a link in the description section below. And like I said before, we are coming up on our 1-year anniversary of Life Above the Clouds videos. So thank you so much for all of my subscribers who supported me this far and all of my subscribers from before I started making Life Above the Clouds videos. Looking forward to another year. I want to ask you guys what you want to see more of, whether it is more of the same or different kinds of recipes, different topics, a different format. Please let me know in the comment section because I would love to hear from you. Thanks again for watching. Bye guys.